Right. Please do ignore the fan thing. I might actually turn that off right now because it is nice temperature. I'm going to move it over. I actually don't know where to put it. Damn. Actually, we'll put it here. Yeah, I don't need it on now. Chances are I'm not going to be doing anything over the top. We could actually go play Faz as well, but I would like to play some Minecraft because I haven't been on here all weekend, and Essential is now back on, finally at least, and I also got more RAM for the computer, so hopefully it should work. How is it struggling? Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust the allocation. Of course, there's an update to Essential. I think what I'll do is I'll actually update Essential, then I'll retry. The reason why I want to do this is because I'm hoping that Essential has sort of fixed itself. Because it was running fine without Essential, and then I added in Essential, or added back Essential, and it just couldn't cope whatsoever. CurseForge default setting 4 gigabytes. I'm going to set it to 12 gigabytes for the next time, assuming that this does not work. I mean, the memory used at the very top, why is this not responding? The memory used at the very top, it only peaks at like 400, so 4,000 even megabytes. So I don't know why it's complaining. It could just be what's on the world, but why would that be a memory problem? And I did just realise I was muted. So it read 14 gigabytes available, but then when I joined that world, it went down to 8 gigabytes available. So I'm thinking in CurseForge I can increase the memory usage or allocation even to 8, not 8, 18 or 24 at maximum. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Also, notice how it should be 12 gigabytes being used, but only 10 gigabytes are being used. That makes no sense. Fourteen gigabytes was the initial starting point of availability, that is. Now we're on 12 available. 0%. Massive jump to 8. 8 gigabytes is cached. What the fuck? 7.1 is now available. Okay, much better. Alright, now we can actually do shit. We'll get rid of that. You can tell how many times I've restarted the world with how many wild cards I've gotten. 46 in total. Great. Oh yeah, them chest plates that give me speed. Now what music disc is this? Is this wet hands or dry hands? It's dry hands. Oh yeah, I also moved the very bad ship thing over there. Is that it? Wet hands then. So I'm in fucking Minecraft. I recognise this one. Oh! I think we're just getting wool for the sake of it at this point. Hang on. Oh, Jesus. No, actually we do need some wool. Quite a bit of wool actually for something. I mean, my question is, do I fully want to work on this or do I want to build something else? Because I think what I'll do is I'll get a bunch of... I need the oxygen collector, the compressor. Oh, hang on. I want to take this disc out. Nope. Yep, this one. Mice on Venus. Hopefully we'll be able to get to the best bit before sundown. Oh, I can also do the rich slag thing. We need a fuel loader refinery as well. Whoops. I did make a NASA workbench. Like this. I need a communication disc, yes. I need an electric arc furnace and an advanced compressor. The only issue with them is I need to go to the moon at least to get the materials to make them. Is there any more? There is more actually. I need to make this Tier 1 space rocket as well. I'm not going to make an arc lamp, I'm going to find arc lamps. Much easier that way. Parachute, really wish you can make a dungeon locator. You can do that. I don't want that there. You can make compressed food. Don't want that, not interested. Frequency module we need. Do we need frequency module? We do need a frequency module. Oxygen gear, helmet, parachute. The tanks are the other things we need. We need empty canisters as well. I need to find some oil reserves. Ambient thermal controller. No idea what that does. Might also need a silk touch tool. Smelting inventory bag. No idea what that does either. I'm tempted to just... Where is it? It's this one. Prosperity. Yeah, I'm going to remove the prosperity seeds right now because they're just irritating me. We could also technically do with a grappling hook. It's actually quite easy to make. I could make... Actually, I'm going to ignore grappling hooks because I can make a more advanced version of them. Don't know what the point is with the liquid gases. The Orion drive. I mean, all of these I can easily collect, no problem. These, we're only going to encounter cheese ore when we go up to the moon. Shield controller, is that? That might be. Whoops. Okay, yeah, but how do you get a shield controller? Is there any other item that looks like that? There's this. I don't know how to get that though, which is mildly worrying. I actually think it might be a Galacticraft only. It's like a crafting recipe with Galacticraft only lead, or actually no, it won't. It shouldn't be. So what I'm also going to make is I'm going to make some the light yellow oxygen tanks a different colour? Gotta make some heavy oxygen tanks, which are these ones. These ones are the ones from original Galacticraft. Very heavy and extremely heavy. We can't make these ones until Jupiter and these ones until Neptune or something. Oxygen concentrators. You need quite a few of them to make some of these crafts. So this is what we're going to do at some point, but what I want to do now is I want to try and find a suitable tree. I would have done this tree if it didn't bleed into the desert biome. So what it will... Actually no, I already assigned a tree. It was the one over here. Yep. Do I have the crossbow thing? No, I don't. Ugh, fiberglass and string. Oh yay. There's a way to make flint, right? There is, yep. Okay, that's potentially problematic. Never mind, it's not actually going to be a problem. That's good. So actually, given the design I was looking for, when I looked at what I was trying to build, I needed white. I'm also going to build it using micro blocks, hence the diamond saw. Hmm. Oh. Nice to see that it actually has a crafting recipe here. I'm pretty sure it also exists in regular Minecraft as well. Hmm. I'm thinking to take all of the leaves off of this tree, actually. It's actually phantom blocks-ish type thingies. Why are there still leaves here? There's literally nothing here. There's phantom blocks. There's blocks that aren't here, but there's blocks that shouldn't be there even. I can't see, but are there because I get affected by them. Ugh, why? I mean, I'm in the wrong morph as well. forgot I wasn't in a morph. A health bar and a half. Fortunately for me, I have photosynthesis. So we should start encountering the phantom blocks in a bit. So them leaves weren't disappearing because some phantom leaves were... There you go. So now that should have destroyed all the other phantom blocks, because they were all leaves. I'm pretty sure that worked. Okay, so now I need to be random, which is almost impossible given that humans by their nature are not random. Well, sort of. No human action is ever completely random. Even, that's the statement I stand by. What? Oh, I can only make these barks. I can't make any other... Redwood bark. Vibrant journeys. You need to silk touch it. That is stupid. So instead of just doing bark, it's literally just going to be a tower. Ugh. Fortunately, I happen to have another pickaxe. Axe, even. Why? Really wish we had Mountain King as one of the music discs. Right, so now the reason why I'm making this is it's going to be sort of a seed vault. So every single seed in the game is going to be in here. I could have actually left it over here. This is going to be fun. Really? I haven't even gotten started, and the diamond saw. Yep, because there's two microblocks mods. One of them is Forge Microblocks, which is the original, and then the other is Chisel and Bits. There you go. Okay, actually that's really good to know. Over here, math. I want to listen to this one. You have to jump up there. There you don't. Good. Whoops. Ah. Okay, now we're gonna get tons of these things. Ugh. There you go. Because they're all technically different block names. I might need to take off this entire stone cliff. I'll get rid of all the dirt. This will be one hell of a fine art. I swear you could have done this with forge microblocks instead of chiseling bits. There you go. So Forge Microblocks, I think, only does microblocks for all original Minecraft blocks, not all of the new ones. Aye, that's wrong. Again. Oh, great. I pulled a facet off. I think what I should do is I should just do one and then worry about all the remainders. And then I can make the sort of nook things to go in the corners. Alright, there's a way to shift while flying. Oh, yeah, why? So now this has become 2 blocks. There's the first one, and there's the second one. Oh, why are there more than one? Okay, yeah, so it is this one. Oh, yeah, this is just going to be painful. I wonder what disc to listen to next. Let's go for Deteron, I think. Also Clark, I think, is a good one. Maybe Taswell. Kind of hate myself for this, but I've been getting slightly addicted to that lava chicken thing, so I'm glad to be back here so I can listen to actual good music. No offense. You know, I'll tell you what's a good track to listen to. What one is it? I can't remember what it's called now. Hold on. I've made an error here. Oh, I've made an error on all of these. Oh, this is going to completely ruin the inventory. Oh, nope. Yeah, so here, that should be half a block up. Right, thank goodness that they're sort of stacking. Yeah, this is actually one of the good ones. Is it this high? Excuse me. Excuse me, place here. Yeah, it is here. Okay, that's much better now. No, wait a minute, that's wrong. Where does one place this? Oh, I see. No, that's not right either. What did I do down here? Oh, hang on, I see. I think I know what to do now. Hang on. I placed that one in the wrong spot. So the pattern is that leading up onto this ledge, there's one sort of attached by the corner. Okay, now that that's finally out of the way, I think that there are keybinds for this mod. I feel like knowing them may help an awful lot. Effective tool is a pickaxe, which just seems all sorts of wrong. They were all done first try. Surgical precision is what it felt like. So, connected on the diagonal by the step up. Yes. I don't know how I didn't see that. I think I've been looking at the image, not the practicality and like the effect. So, annoyingly with this mod, the direction in which you cut it does matter. I could configure the keybinds, but I don't want to. So this is what it's going to feel like, walking up here. No, you are kidding me. Why? Oh my god. And I morphed into a blaze. I kind of wanted a wither, but this is fine. I tell you what is not fine, placing a block on the wrong level. This is so unnecessarily difficult. I feel like whenever the music stops, things get just difficult and wrong. I still have these slabs to go as well. Let me actually just change the music. Taswell. I'll just do Subwoofer Lullaby. Kind of glad I brought the jukebox with me. Okay, now is it fine? Yep, now it is fine. I'm tempted to make this much shorter than the current height of the tree. Oh, why? Dexteron is actually a really good, really long song as well, so it's actually great. This is Taswell, so it sort of reminds me of Solar Walk music. That is wrong. That is placed wrong. What are you doing? Oh. Was that possible the whole time? If that's actually possible, then that'll make this whole process an awful lot less infuriating. Until now. Okay. So now... Why are you the way that you are? Right there. Okay, so test. Test constantly. So these blocks are not appearing on the upper half of these blocks, which is why I can place the middle one quite quickly, but not the others. I don't know if there's a way to force them. Mouse wheel to cycle placement rotation. Okay, I guess that's sort of useful. Yep. But it still does not do top corners. Why? Okay, so that was placed off. And it wants to continue being placed off. I should have just gone for oak wood. I should have just done this with oak wood. It would have been an awful lot faster. I mean, to be honest, I am quite tempted to just give up and go straight to oak wood. I mean, we're about halfway there, so I guess we could sort of still keep going. I actually think here is tall enough. I mean, it's not going to be as tall as all the other trees, but it's going to be 3 revolutions round. So I really should test beforehand. So we'll dig in here. assuming that this is all right. Yep, that's all fine. So what do we want to do first? Do we want to do the easy ones or these ones, which are the hard ones? I think what we should do... That's the wrong one. Right, let's give this a try. And that hasn't really changed anything. Can we? Is there a way to recombine? There is not. I don't think. Actually, I'm gonna turn that fan on. I'm now fucking sweating. Chiseling bits here. Grid snapped. So I assume you hold? There's an undo button. Can I have that? Okay, U is undo. And then numpad 8, numpad 4, numpad 2. So I assume... What happens if I do numpad 2? It's shift numpad 2. That's a bit awkward. Right, what about shift numpad 4? So that's only rotating it. But I want to change the axis. Alright. Why? Okay, I can't think how to keybind it. So I'm not going to bother. The ones in the middle are going to be the easiest ones. But these ones are going to be the hardest ones. I can't tell if that's connected. Yeah, I saw that. It goes up slightly. think you can place torches on slabs, but I don't know if they classify them half blocks as slabs. We should also change track to Subwoofer Lullaby. Never mind, Haunt Mooski. Subwoofer Lullaby is also a red one, I think. Or red disc even. This actually helps just use Optifine, not Optifine, actually technically it is Optifine. Optifine Zoom. It's actually Wii Zoom. Oi, oi.
doggies, please, at 5:30.
Mm. Oh yeah, hang on.
Sorry.
Hang on. Fucking hell. And this is the final stretch. Okay, now let's get Subwoofer Lullaby. Which is not in here, it's here. Is that one? Living Mice, okay. Yeah, I kind of thought I overcrafted. Oh, and then I realised I was out. I kind of thought I overcrafted on the previous one, but it's fine. Mobs shouldn't spawn on this anyway because those are half slabs and the actual surface of a block is on these two posts, and I don't think they can spawn on them because technically that's a transparent block. Transparent blocks are defined as blocks that allow light to pass through them at a specific angle, so technically that's actually a half transparent block, otherwise known as opaque. Not opaque, translucent, that one. Fully transparent blocks would be things like glass. Half transparent blocks would be things like stairs, technically. Those are half transparent. Oh, I could have calculated this. It's going down in 8s. Okay, I'm going to have to make a chest for all the chisel and bits things because I kind of don't want them getting everywhere else because the chisel and bits can be a bit messy sometimes. We could also work on the ship thing, I guess. I could just take it all apart and move it further down. Now we just need a block for the surface up here, really. I completely forgot I was not in a morph, but ultimately that doesn't really matter because I only lost an entire health bar. I'd like to listen to Clark, but I'll do that tomorrow in the Minecraft day. Speaking of which, oh, potions of magnetism. Yeah, I made too many of them. So we can get rid of them chiseled and bits things. I can also make a separate chest for micro blocks. And I'll also get rid of every single stack bar 2. Because then what I can do with these, put that there. You can actually make like satchel thingies, which are these thingies for chisel and bits, but I might look into that later, but I'm not going to do that now. So what am I going to do with these 2 stacks? I should just do this. A stack of chests. Easily enough. More than enough even. Whoops. So, question, can we... No. I've got no idea what mod is allowing the torches to be placed higher up. Still just says torch. Can't imagine what space travel will be like with magnetism. So I'll cover up the hole in the middle in a bit. I'll actually use a chiseled carpet of some sort. Again, I didn't morph. Doesn't matter. Diamond nuggets. So this allows us to take out micro blocks. I can adjust the setting. Please let me open the chest. Good. Yawn, yawn, yawn. Phytogenic incinerator. That's a magma crucible. We must have one of these somewhere. I remember making one of them machines, and instead of using copper gears, I used bronze gears, stupidly. Oh goodness. Ah, just so happen to have one in there. I do have a solar panel that is sitting around somewhere, which I would love to use. I have 2 solar panels that are sitting around somewhere. Pulverizer, induction smelter. I would like another one of them. So nutrient recovery to not consume the fertilizer. So essentially, that's the whole point of this fire to grow stuff. I mean, we'll need water up there, which will be an interesting case. We can make absolutely everything with this. Hence why the whole fire to grow situation was quite difficult, but of course we have rich slag, so I'm going to move this up there, and I'm also going to move some of the other machines up there. I would also like to have a water transporting device thing, some sort of water pump. And also, I just realised, why am I bringing this stuff up here when there is almost no place to put them? That'll do, actually. So thermal expansion. What does this do? Pulverizer. Use pulverizer, or we're going to use pulverizer here anyway to turn the... Oh, hang on. %50%. 50%, yeah. Induction smelter. This upgrade is not going to be that useful, especially since the input is a non-completely renewable material. And then the phytogenic insulator. Insulator. Even. Jesus. So I'm going to need to make another induction smelter, which is easy enough. Is that Invar? That is Invar. And a pulverizer, which is also quite easy as well. And I'm going to take the stairs that I spent such a long time making. I should also put that disc back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy up there. You can kill him. There's really no point though. So anyway, oh yeah. Don't think any of the upgrades will be necessary. So pulverizer and induction smelter. So we're going to need 4 copper gears. Right. Whoop. So 4 copper gears. That should be it. Anyway, I remember making one of the other machines quite a while back, and I made bronze gears instead of copper. I also remember being the only person in my engineering class who could tell the difference between I was the only one who could tell the difference between copper and brass, I think it was. And you could just say, well, look at it, but you know, sometimes that's not the only thing that does it. I also need one of these, one of these, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I know why I needed the sand. 2 there. For the, not the pulverizer, for this one. Oh, and I need Invar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. 1, 2. Oh, ingot. Right, okay. Where is Invar? Okay then. Now we'll just throw all of this stuff together. There's the coils. Invar gears. We need tin gears as well. I also need to make a furnace. Looks like that, yep. So one of the crafts is this. And then the other craft is like this, with an Invar gear on top. Is that right? I really do not think that's right. That is right. And they both need... Whoops. This machine. Do not need that much. Glass even. Whoops. Pulverizer. Machine frame. Do we have all the discs put together? Yeah, they're all there. That 1 pixel missing from disc 11. It's always over the top, the default thing. I mean, it might be useful for some complex machines, but not here. So compactor, compactor, Electrum, Invar, Redstone servo, which is easy enough. Yeah, we'll get to compactors eventually. And I think that's just any glass, it doesn't need to be blue. Yep. Aqueous pulls water from surroundings. Aqueous accumulator. There's iron gears, redstone servo. I would kind of like to give one of these things a try. Actually, I could just do it in a test world, but I kind of don't want to leave this world. So... 1, 1, 2, 3. I need another one of these actually. Red. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get rid of these things. Aqueous accumulator, nullifier. aquatic entangler, air boreal extractor, extracts fluid from a tree. Accumulator collects items in an area. Okay, whatever. 2 more glass, a bucket. We need 1 servo there. Oh, we only need 1 servo. Good. Okay. Servo. Do that. I don't know why I have these 3 iron here. I can make the bucket with that. So this should be the device frame. Aqueous accumulator. Ah, come on, why? Aqueous accumulator. Thank goodness I didn't make this tree go all the way up to the top, or like its original height even. Alright, well, there we go. Now I just need to actually build a platform up there. I'm not too sure what to build it out of though. I think I'm going to go for planks. You hit your head on that one. We well, full health bar even. We do not need this, and I would like this. I want to listen to Pig Step again. Never mind, we're listening to Floating Trees. I might make the outside look a little bit more pretty later. might put some fences here. I'm not too sure what to put here. And then we'll head out 3, because I have enough planks. I can actually record this on replay mod, but there's no real point. Plus also it takes ages for the replay things to load. I kind of wanted to build the stairs to the tune of Pig Step, because I knew it would have been a little bit Mountain King-ish, or just how difficult and annoying it was going to get. We don't need to do that. Oh, I was going to put nooks around these things. Actually, the question is, how? Or like, what exactly are we going to put under these things? Honestly, I kind of think they're fine the way they are right now. I don't know what to put there though, so it's fine. Now that we're back here, could harvest these things for some weird reason. Why am I overdoing it on tin? I think I was actually going to start making... I was going to make these things. Oh, we need so many of these things. I actually hate how many of these oxygen concentrators we need to make, but it's pretty much just all steel and tin. What is this integral? Okay. Is there anything else I was going to make? Oh yeah, I was going to make the fluid pipe things as well. I was going to make all the Galacticraft blocks, but I kind of don't want to. I want to save that for Bold David God. He was going to play today, but decided against it momentarily. Well, actually we can do with collecting tin anyway, so... Platinum divining rod. The temptation to actually try and look for platinum on Earth is quite high, but as far as I'm aware it doesn't exist. I've tried looking for it, I can't find it. Should be half as rare as nickel, and that's quite rare, but I haven't been able to find it on the chunk analyzer, so... And I need a pickaxe. Whee! What is the point in removing them? I'm going to carpet this anyway, but I'd like to keep the hole there for a moment. The aqueous accumulator, not the induction smelter, the phytogenic incinerator. Okay, sure. Now we need a bucket of water. Whee! Oh, buckets are in here, aren't they? Where's that infinite water source? Did I... it was around here actually, but I picked it up and moved it because we sort of industrialised. Okay, now we can listen to Pig Step. Oh, I need my torches back. Precisely for that reason. Come here. Oh, magnetism. Could not escape me. Well, there we go. That solves the water issue. So I kind of need to test this out, but I'm going to bring a sort of powerhouse crop up there. I will also need to bring a lily pad of fertility up there as well. I'm only going to bring 8 seeds. I'm going to keep the buckets. I'm going to need some dirt. Okay, I'll take a stack. Okay, and then rib. We have more than enough. Slime. We do not have any, but I'm gonna go grab some glands first. Did I walk past it? No, I didn't. It's here. Inventory. Ah, no, it's magnetism. Come on, one more gland. I could use the. Why haven't I been using the book? I can literally just teleport home. Give me a gland. There we are, I got one. Wait a minute. Teleport home. Okay. Furnace them. We already have marine boots. Ooh. Another nether star. I need to kill some slimes. I could actually do with moving the seeds up there. And I'll keep the warp book in my hand, because actually I could make another warp page up there. Save me climbing up my very expensive steps. Right here. The plant tree. You cannot make that up. That is impossible. How is that? How is that ice? Just do this, that's 8. And then we could do lily pad in the middle as well. How is this turning into ice? This is stupid. I actually can't place these torches here because of the windows. Why am I here? I could have done this up here. Yep, I have no slime pearls. This is Slime Island, right? Looks nothing like what it used to. Yes, it is. Actually, while I'm waiting for the sunset, I can maybe move this back. I mean, it's empty. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but I could do with adjusting the top. That is a little bit strange. I actually think there's a way around that though. So we can have sort of a ring of them kinds of blocks if we make more of them slabs and remove the top level and then replace and then put planks on top of them. So it sort of makes a sort of 2 half slab block, like a compound block. It's the kind of blocks that Minecraft has been asking for quite a while, or regular Minecraft even. So it's where you have 2 different half slabs occupying the same block. Say half slabs, 2 different slabs occupying the same block. I should remove this silver bell, because it is in the way and it will give us more saplings. Do I have an axe? I do have an axe. Should do this now. Silver bell saplings, yay! Silkworm eggs, virtually useless. Or rather, I have no idea. So it works just like a chicken egg. Okay, let me just sort this out. Why am I being attacked by shades? I mean, you only got 1 pearl from all that. And we're almost halfway through the night. You'd expect to get millions of pearls from these things, but no. Those are the lime flowers, which I have done nothing with yet. If I'm going to put them flowers even up there, I would need to also put a redstone farm up there. So we have what we need. Let's return. We don't actually need to go to bed because this system can keep running for quite a while. There we go. I'm gonna go to bed though, so I get photosynthesis, which means I can then jump off the tree, lose half my health, well, an entire health bar, and then, whoops, I'll be fine. Okay, let's get rid of these blocks. This needs power, right? It has power. So pulverizer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it such that the output goes there, and then the input goes there. So then we can put the glass in there. I should have put the solar panel up there. Piss off, dogs. What time is it? 5:15. Okay, no wonder. I'll sort them out in a bit. They want food. Hence why they also want my attention. These are literally just... Oh my goodness. We need to do this? Are you kidding me? Come on. Is that in position? That is in position, never mind. Just trying to move it 1 pixel further. Why? Oh, I know why. Because I need to do that. Thank goodness that happened then, because if it happened when I wasn't around... and it just fell on the floor, then despawned, or just wound up in my inventory and I put it in a chest without knowing, that would have been quite irritating, because them lily pads are quite expensive. I wonder if there's a way to recreate them with the phytogenic accelerator. I don't think reliquary stuff is, or can be done like that. There you go. There, look at that. You mine them both at the same time? That is sick. Red chiseled wood. Redwood planks. There's redwood and redwood planks. But you wouldn't know. Obviously ignoring the wala thing up there. It looks really cool. And then from underneath it's going to be as cool as well. With that. What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to make a... Actually, let's see. That's the chiseled wood. We can put them ones away. Do I have the we don't want that. Do I have the ingredients for an elevator? Oh, them ones. Not them ones. So, wool, pretty much. Fortunately, I'm covered there. Ugh. Actually, do that. Chisels that I'm after. Oh no, they're in the middle, aren't they? Stupid things. Here we are. Thank goodness there's a difference between them two. I'm just going to make a diamond chisel. Okay, now check this out. Llama or legacy? We'll go for legacy. So I'm pretty sure this has an adaptive texture. So what I want to do is I want to go down here, put that there, put that there. Hello. Right, okay. Need world domination. Open blocks, blocks. Elevator. You can only teleport between elevators of the same colour. 3 or more blocks. With no blocks in between. Why isn't this working though? Pickaxe. Okay, yeah, that works. Okay, so why can't this be all the way down here? Is it too far? There's actually a maximum distance. There you go. Now does it work? Yep, it does. Good. Fucking sick. Look at that for a carpet. Whoops. So I'm going to move all of these up there, hence the redstone seeds. Ugh, no, come on. Damn it. I don't even have a chest. I don't even have room for a chest up there. 80 chests. Whoops. So actually let me do this. So now it's up at the top. Great. I need to plant these. I also need some more dirt, which I have. Good. So that's what the fuck? That's 4 blocks. So this should work. I'm actually going to move this over here. We'll have crafting bench there. I'm not going to be able to transfer all of this stuff again. And I have one of these things. Why don't I actually use it? And they all come in order. That's good. I actually might need another one of these chests. Whoops. There you go. And then I believe I'm going to need 16 blocks of grassland. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, it's 15 long. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There you go. That's good enough. And then I also need to put water near it as well. to prevent me jumping up there. I feel like I might need another one of them chests. Anyway, I need water up here. There's no water. Okay, is there anything else we need to bring up there? There will be a bunch of plants. I'm debating on bringing this guy up there. I kind of think I should. Oh, it's early summer. The lake's going to start melting. I'm going to make another one of them clocks, actually. What did I just see? I saw something. Dyeing machine. Dyeing machine, I think it was. What the fuck was I just doing? We'll leave chisel and microblocks together. Oh yeah, I might need some more chests up here. And I need wires now. So actually, let's give this pulverizing thing a test. We're losing energy now. Great. Fortunately, I just so happen to have another one of these things. So hardened glass is being made into hardened glass, and there is a chance we'll get rich slag from it. The phytogenic accelerator doesn't matter about that. Actually, I want this. Pulverized charcoal and niter. Niter we can grow. It's just 3. The charcoal, however. How do you fucking make it? There we are. Charcoal can be crafted. Charcoal cannot be crafted, but it can be crafted from smelting wood. So we're going to need a redstone furnace, we're going to need some wood saplings up here, or tree saplings even. I kind of don't want to remove one of them redstone furnaces, but I have 3 of them and I hardly use one. So we can get rid of one of the redstone furnaces. So we need some saltpeter seeds. Actually, let me just... Nope. Saltpeter seeds right here. We're going to need a few more of them. I think we were trying to do the correcting the seed thing. I wonder if now, because it is technically early summer. Yep. I want the seeds. Give me the seeds. I saw that. So that's 2. One more. One more seed. There we go. How to make it? Charcoal. You make charcoal here. I'm hoping for... Okay, it's not going to get around to it eventually. How do you make this wood? 3. Good. Because that's exactly what I wanted. So saltpeter seeds go there. And then the other seeds go there. The tree seeds, which I made at the very beginning and never did anything with, purely because we've been sort of swamped with all the other seeds. And I'm also going to fix this configuration here. 3 rich slag. We get 2 from pulverized lead. So we've got way too much lead. So given it's 15% through an entire stack of 64, that's 9? Roughly 9 pieces of slag we should get. That's the expectation. Standard deviation, can't calculate that. Anyway. fuck's sake, what did I need? I needed a seed. It was this one, the wood seeds, which also means I'm going to have to blitz my fertilized essence supply. Are you kidding me? You're not going to drop the seeds. Are you actually kidding me? 23? I mean, do we want to use any more fertilized essence? I just want one. Come on, just one. There you go, one. That is shocking. So once that's finished cooking, I want to move it around. What do I want here? I want another pulverizer. Alright, yeah, we can make a pulverizer real quick. Please tell me it doesn't require a piston. It does. Whoops. Nope. All of that for a pulverizer. That is just so much going on. Done over here. What was the expectation again? The expectation was 9. Hang on, what's 15% of 64? I said it was not roughly 9. 9.6. So 4 is atrocious. Actually, we can calculate a standard deviation from this. We're just going to need more data. That is awful. I'll put this rich slag, the very, very, very valuable rich slag over there. Hang on, can we? We can, good. So, actually, now that's done, we can, just for the sake of saving some space, Actually, if I had... Oh, why? So that should head into charcoal. This will be pulverized charcoal. I need a energetic infuser. I'm going to just nick the one from down here. I don't think I will need it, actually. I will need an energetic infuser when I start charging the armor, but I'm going to need it in the plant tree an awful lot more. So it's pulverized. Slag's in my inventory. 64 fighter grow. I have actually used fighter grow before on the previous server thingy. So now we're just charging that up. And I need to sleep because there's no energy storage buffering up there. I think what I'll do is I'll make this my last bit. Then I might do some off-camera work or off-stream work at least. Fluixed fighter grow. So with this, yeah, what can we make over here? 110% chance to 110, really? Well, it's tier 5, so that's tier 4, that's tier 3. 110% chance? I mean, if you say 110%, you know, 100% means you're always going to get the seed back. 110 means that in 1 of 10 times you run this through, you will get 2 seeds back instead of 1. And ultimately, all of this is because this one fucking thing. My inventory is just going to be a mess. So I'm just going to dump all of this stuff in here. Why do I have hiccups? Yeah, I'm probably going to end here, to be honest. It's way too hot right now. It was miserable during the day now, but it's just really hot. Oh yeah.